Hello everyone, welcome to Educational Channel and this is Srinand. So today we are going to start a new chapter in math, that is functions. Say we are not going to deal with those definitions, right? We will start solving problems related to JEE, right? In JEE mains point of view, mains exam, okay? So let's start. Question 1. There's a function f, right? So f of x is, or else let's take f of x minus 2, right? X minus 2 will be better because they make things complicated, right? So f of x minus 2 is equal to x cube or else x square. X square minus 3x plus 4, right? Now they ask you, what is f of x minus 4? The answer is very simple, right? So consider x minus 2, whatever it's there inside the bracket as y, right? So if you subtract 2 from y, you will get x minus 4, right? X minus 2 minus 2 is x minus 4. So your answer is x. What is x? Y minus 2, right? Y minus 2. So you're going to substitute x minus 2 here itself because you need the things in terms of x, right? So y minus 2 whole square minus 3 into y minus 2 plus 4. Alright. Now let's convert everything back to x in terms of x. I just call it a buffer variable, right? It doesn't make any change in the functional equation. This is called a functional equation. F of something is that functional equation. Alright? Now let's calculate. X square minus 4x plus 4 minus 3x plus 6 plus 4. Now your answer will be x square minus 7x plus 14. Right? This is your answer for f of x minus 4, right? You call whatever it's there inside the back bracket as a buffer variable and then start solving it. Now this is called a solution for a functional equation, alright? Yep. And there will be many problems related to complex numbers also. Complex numbers, if you don't know, they are something apart from the real plane, the real numbers plane, right? If you call this as natural number, what's a natural number? It starts from 1. The least number in natural number set is 1 and it goes on up to infinity. Alright? Now, whole numbers are the numbers which have their least value as 0. So 0 up to infinity. Now, can you guess it? This is natural number, right? Now you have whole number which contains natural number. Whole numbers contains natural numbers, but natural numbers do not contain whole numbers, alright? This is our logic. And now integers. Integers are having negative natural numbers and 0 along with positive natural numbers, right? So they contain these two. And now you have rational numbers like 0.5, minus 0.5, 0 and everything else, right? Everything else. They are terminating decimals. So now after q, they are contained by q dash. What are q dash? What is q dash? That is irrational numbers which are having non-terminating decimals. See, what is a terminating one and what is a non-terminating one? Why am I explaining all of this? Because you need this. We have to understand each and everything in order to answer such high level questions. This is just a basic level question, alright? Yeah. So whatever we have here, I'll draw it even better. Just 1 minute. So natural number, whole number, integers, rational numbers, right? This is our set 1. Now irrational numbers are non-terminating decimals. So what's the difference between this and this? See, let's take something like 3 by 5. What's it? 0.6. That's all. 0.6. What is root 2? 1.414. And it goes on, but it never repeats. Alright? Now, I will show you one thing. We always approximate pi to 22 by 7, right? Pi to 22 by 7. Now, pi is an irrational number. So, does that mean 22 by 7 is irrational? No, it's not. It's not. Pi is an irrational number because 3.142 and it goes on. 3.14159 and it goes on. But 22 by 7 is 3.1428857 and then again 142857. You see the pattern 142857. So it repeats. It's called a terminating decimal. But pi, if you put it in the calculator, you will have numerous digits but they won't repeat. Right? So that's the difference between a terminating and non-terminating decimal, and a non-terminating decimal which has no repeating digits is irrational, and which has repeating digits is rational. Alright? So terminating, non-recurring. Terminating means stopping, non-recurring, non-repeating. Right? Non-repeating. So non-repeating is irrational. Repeating or terminating is rational. Alright? Okay. Now we are gonna start with the problems again. See? Now f of x is x minus 5. Okay, let's have 2x minus 5 divided by x cube minus 3x. Right? Plus 4. Let's have plus 4. Okay, this is our function. Now what values should I avoid? Because if I take some value, I will get not defined answer or something, right? Now I should not take a particular value. What is that? Let's think for a moment. Okay, 2x minus 5 divided by x cube minus 3x plus 4. What values I shouldn't take, right? I can have f of 1, f of 2, f of 3. I can substitute any number and get the answer here, right? I can get it. What is f of 1? 2 into 1 minus 5 minus 3. Minus 3. 1 plus 4, 5. So 2. Minus 3 by 2. So I can have any answer with any input. So that's not the problem. The problem is if I substitute something in place of x and I get something that's not defined, that's not correct. What is that number, right? What is that restricted domain? This is called the domain. X is the domain. I can put anything within the domain. Okay, what is that? The answer is very simple. You can put any number, any real number. Right? What is a real number? All of this is real. And what is imaginary? That's a different story. Whatever we are drawing, right? The Cartesian plane, the x and y axis, they are the real plane. You have Argand plane also. Argand plane comes in the chapter of complex numbers, which we are not going to deal for now. Right? So this is the real number set and you can put any number here. Right? Now, can I put any real number here? Let's think for a second. And the answer is no. You are not supposed to put two values. What are they? See, how to find the restricted domain? It's very simple. You have a fraction, right? You have a fraction. And the denominator should not be 0. Why? Because if you have 0 in the denominator, you will have a not defined or infinity as answer, correct? Right? You will have infinity. So you should take this and equate it to 0. Now if you factor this, you will get x minus 1 into x minus 2 is 0. So x is equal to 1 and 2 for this value to become 0. So you can put any real number, right, except minus indicates except, right, except 1 and 2. Here's the solution, right? It should not be 0. And another thing, if you come up with log values, log of some kind of expression, a big expression, that thing, this value should not be equal to 0. It should not be less than 0. You have to take it as greater than 0 and you have to solve that inequality. Alright? That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day. Make sure you like and subscribe.